From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm Steve Norman reporting. As the G20 summit gets underway in China, issues at HANGZHOU Airport during President Obama's arrival and a series of other disputes continue to provide distractions. The airport did not have airplane stairs ready for Mr. Obama when he arrived, and Chinese officials screamed at White House press photographers as they tried to get into position to take pictures of the president. Mr. Obama spoke today about the concerns.
It is true that not for the first time when we come here, there ends up being issues around security and press access. And part of the reason is because we insist on a certain approach to our press pool, for example, that other countries may not insist on. We think it's important that the press have access to the work that we're doing.
The two-day G20 summit began on a diplomatic high note following a joint announcement by President Obama and Chinese President Xi Jinping that their governments had submitted documents committing them to carrying out the Paris Climate Agreement. The two leaders also pledged to work closely together on a range of security issues as well as trade and health issues. Bangladesh has executed a senior Islamist leader, Mir Qasem Ali, who was found guilty of war crimes during the 1971 war in which Bangladesh broke away from Pakistan. He was convicted on 8 charges that included the abduction of a young man and his killing in a torture cell during the conflict, during which the Bangladesh government says 3 million people died. Ali was hanged at a jail near Dhaka, the capital, after a final meeting with his family members. This is VOA News. With the one-year anniversary of the death of Syrian toddler Alan Kurdi, the United Nations Refugee Agency is reporting thousands of refugees and migrants continue to make the journey across the Mediterranean Sea in search of asylum in Europe. That story now from Lisa Schlein at the UN in Geneva.
The UN Refugee Agency estimates nearly 4,200 people have died or gone missing in the Mediterranean since Alan Kurdi's lifeless body washed ashore on a Turkish beach 1 year ago. The number of arrivals in Greece has practically dried up following the implementation of a European Union-Turkey accord under which migrants are prevented from leaving Turkish shores. But the numbers leaving Libya for Italy remain high. UNHCR spokesman William Spindler says the change in the migratory pattern has caused a spike in the number of casualties.
So far this year, 1 person has died for every 42 crossing from North Africa to Italy, compared to 1 in every 52 last year.
Spindler says these dangers reinforce the urgent need to increase legal pathways for refugees to seek asylum in European countries. Lisa Schlein, Geneva.
An anti-immigrant party in Germany could get more votes than previously expected at state polls today. Germany has expanded its refugee program that's welcomed tens of thousands of Syrians and other migrants where their lives are in danger from war and terrorism. Vatican hosting today a ceremony where Pope Francis will be leading the canonization service for Mother Teresa, speaking to thousands of lay volunteers from around the world, including firefighters and volunteers who rescued survivors from the August 24th earthquake in central Italy. Pope Francis said Saturday that Mother Teresa deserves sainthood. Pilgrims from around the world are in Rome for the canonization. This man is from Mother Teresa's native Albania.
We are here to pray for Nana Teresa, and because she's from our country, and for our souls, for our families, yeah, for love, for freedom, for all people in the world.
Well, the Teresa Nobel Peace Prize winner was known during her lifetime as the Saint of the Gutters for her work among the poorest of the poor in India, arriving in Calcutta in 1929. She was put on a fast track to becoming a saint by Pope John Paul II, who was himself canonized, becoming a saint just 2 years ago. For more on this story and the rest of the hour's news, check out our website. You can find us at voanews.com. And don't forget about the VOA mobile app.
That's the latest world news from VOA.